Hello and welcome to Network 113 Network Essential course here at RVCC. My name is Professor Awad and I'll be your professor for the next 6 weeks or so. All right, let me just introduce myself. Again, my name is Professor Awad. I've been here with RVCC for 2 years. I have a master's and a bachelor degree from NJIT in electrical engineering. I've worked with IBM, Philips Laboratory, and Keyfart Navigation Systems. I have all the certificates. I have my CCNA, Security, my CompTIA A+, Network Plus, Security Plus. I have my Microsoft certificate, and I've also even have the old Novell CNA certificate. All right, so enough about myself. It's really about you and how to be successful in this course. So let me go over what you need to do this session and to follow everything that we need to do to be successful. Okay, it's a lot of information, plethora of information, but a lot of work that you need to do. But by the end, you'll be able to, hopefully you'll learn something and you'll be able to pass the Network Plus certification, because this is what this course is really based on, the CompTIA Network Plus certification. All right, let me just go over the syllabus. So here we have the syllabus, and let me just go straight into the assessments. We're going to have a midterm and a final, and they're 20% each. We'll go over these later on, but we will have assignments every week. We'll have assignments, a video lecture that you'll watch, and you'll submit notes from the lecture, and a discussion. And I'll tell you right now, when it comes to discussion, you'll have to post 3 times on 3 different days to get the full credit. But again, we'll be discussing that also later on. But that's the syllabus. Let me go. The best thing to do is to go straight into Canvas. So this is the video that you're watching right now. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go into here, week 0, installing Windows 10 in Virtualbox. So you click on that. And I want you to watch this video, and I want you to download Virtualbox and Windows 10. In the video, I tell you exactly where to go and how to do it, and install Windows 10 inside the Virtualbox. This is where you want, if you want, well, where you can do all your work inside the Windows 10 in the Virtualbox. So if you're worried that you're going to have any problems doing any of the work on your desktop at home, you do them right into Windows 10 that's installed in the Virtualbox. Now, if you have a Mac, make sure when you download the Virtualbox, make sure you download for Mac OS version. Okay, and then you can install Windows 10 inside, and you'll be able to do that as well. All right, so that's that. Make sure you do that. Install Windows 10 in a Virtualbox. Now, when we go back again before the class starts, I want you to go in here and introduce yourself. So this is week 0, threaded discussions. This is me. So just hit reply and just tell me something about you. What's your career goals, hobbies, what's your major in, were you in the military, anything that you want to tell us, and just to introduce yourself to the whole class. Now, once we're done with that, then we can start week 1, which starts on the 18th. Now, in week 1, let me go over the video lectures first. So what you do is you go to week 1, you click on the video lectures, and we have 2 videos that you have to watch, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Now, they are long, so you take your time doing this. I don't want you to do it in one setting, so just chop it up into maybe 15-20 minutes a piece, but you take notes. I ask you to take notes throughout the whole lecture. All right, so when you're finished with the notes, you go back in here and you upload them into the assignments. So I'm expecting 2 documents from the video lectures. So you go back in here, just to let you know, and you click back on video lectures, and this is where you upload them. All right, 2 documents. So if you did it once and you do the other one, don't worry about, you may get a little statement that says you're replacing the old document. It's not going to be replaced. You're going to get, I'll see both of them. All right, so just, you can upload 2 documents, upload as many as you want. on different days. Okay, so once you're done with the lecture, you go to assignments now. Now, when you go to assignments, this is what you need to do. You need to do 6 assignments, 1-1, 1-3, 1-4. You know what? 1-1, you don't, I'm telling you right now, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out. I don't want you to do it because it requires you to connect 2 PCs. So you'll do 1-3 and 1-4. There you go. See? Now you have 5 assignments to do. Let me save that so you won't even notice that when you get to see it. So you'll do 1-3, 1-4, and you go to the end of chapter 2. You do 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. You do the chapter project, not the case project, the chapter project. So where do you get your book? This is all at the end of your book. You go to the files folder. All right. Here's your syllabus. You can download it. Here's your textbook. So you click on that and you download it. Okay. These class activities, by the way, just while we're in here, don't worry about that. You're not even going to see it. The class notes, we'll get back to this. All the videos that I'm doing, all the PowerPoint slides are right here. The course supplements, this is for, let me see what's in here. This is the Network Plus certification questions. So if you decide that you want to take the Network Plus certification, this is the document to study. These questions are proven. Students took this. When they studied this, they scored above 900 the exam, 900 out of 1,000. So it's really reliable. You don't have to take the test. We don't offer it here at RVCC, but you can study this and take this on your own. All right, so back to the textbook. When you download the textbook, you go to the, oops, sorry about that. Here is the textbook, and you go to the end of the chapter. This is the end of chapter 1, and you go to the hands-on projects. This is the one I didn't want you to do. I want you to do project 1-3 and 1-4, right? So read this, answer the questions, and if you are doing any software or anything, I want you to take a snippet, right? Snippet is an application within Windows 10, so just go in here and type snip-it, S-N-I-P-T, P-I-T, space it. I'm sorry, I misspelled it. Snip, S-N-I-P, space I-T. That's what I meant to say. So here's how it works. So you click on it, click on new, and let's say you want to snip this part. You just let go and just go to Microsoft Word where you're taking your doc, where you're doing your notes, and you can just do Control V, and the picture comes right up that you snipped. Or you can do right-click paste, whatever. Or you can do Control Screen if you want. But I like snippet. It's much better because you can control what you can snip. All right, going back in here. So these are the assignment that you'll have to do, and make sure you do 2 of them. And there's another 3 in chapter 2, right? If you go, let me go back into home, right? And let me just, you click back on the assignments and you'll be able to submit. So there is, at the end of chapter 2, you'll do 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. So there's 5 of them that you have to submit for week 1. All right, so when you're done with that, you come back in here, and on 3 different days, you got to go into discussions, right? So when you go into discussions, I want you to, on your first discussion, I want you to go in and answer one of these questions on your first post. And then when you come in on the other 2 days, you come in and you can reply to any of your classmates, or you can go in and answer any of these questions too if you want to. All right. So that's for discussion. 3 times on 3 different days if you want full credit. All right, that's it for each week. Each week we'll be doing this. Make sure you watch the videos, take the notes that are asked in the video, submit them, finish the assignments, and go into the discussions and do that. We'll do the same thing for week 2, and when we get to week 3, in addition to doing all of that, we're going to do the midterm exam. So let me click on the midterm exam. You're going to have 40 minutes to do 40 multiple choice questions and only 1 attempt. All right. where do we get these questions from? All right. So you are going to go to the Files folder, and you are going to go to the class notes. And it's the first 5 chapters, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you need the questions. At the end of each chapter, there are questions at the end of each chapter. So here are the answers for them, right? Here's question 1. I'll show you. In fact, if you go to chapter 1, here are the questions, the multiple choice questions. So for example, here's question number 1. And the answer for question 1 is HTTP, right? So there are 10 multiple choice questions from 5 chapters, so there are 50 questions. I'm taking questions straight out of here. So make sure you study these questions and the answers. All right, the answers are right here. You can download them. And then I have also taken questions from my notes. These are the notes for chapter 1. So make sure you read the notes, and I'm taking questions out of here as well, okay, for the midterm. So for the midterm, it's going to be questions out of the end of the chapter and questions taken also out of the notes as well. All right, for the first 5 chapters, that's where I got my 40 questions. For the final, it's from chapter 6 to chapter 10. Same thing, really. It's not cumulative. All right, so that's your midterm and final. All right, and that's it, really. So, and what else do I need to go over? All right, and by the time we get there, you'll be able to, with a little bit of studying, like I told you, you can go in here, and if you decide that you want to take the A+ certification, go to the course supplement, and these are the questions that you need to go over. All right, so that's it. Again, welcome to this class, and there's a plethora of information to learn, to take from. So give yourself plenty of time to do the work, and spread it out over the whole week. Makes it a little bit easier. If you have any questions on anything, please email me, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And don't forget to go in and install Windows 10 in the Virtualbox and introduce yourself. All right, so again, welcome, and I'll see you in week 0, threaded discussion.